Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the market. Obviously seeing some problems in the market, seeing a decrease in Bitcoin below 47K, and continuing to see Bitcoin on this kind of slope or decrease down. However, there is a lot of good things to talk about when it comes to AMP, and we're going to kind of cover each and every one of those today. So obviously, like I said, in the last 24 hours, AMP has actually done fairly well, seeing about a 0.53% increase in the last 24 hours. You know, AMP was at one point around that 7 cent mark. August 25th at 12:50 p.m. We are very, very close to that 7 cent mark. And now, like I said, seeing this decrease back down, pretty much very, very close to that, 6 flat mark for, AMP. And I think, realistically, if we take a look at the last week, we're still seeing a 4% increase, which is definitely still good. And the last month, though, we've seen almost a decrease, a 1.13% decrease. And the reason I say almost is because you have to really kind of look back at this last year. The reason it's a decrease is because it's coming off of this huge, increase that we had to 12 cents with the Coinbase listing, Binance listing, as well as so much other kind of announcements taking place for AMP during that time. So you have to take that into consideration why that's on a decrease for the, month altogether, seeing a 1.13% decrease. AMP's still looking very good. Like I said, a very, very bullish sign in AMP is that, there's safety security sector. I've talked about it many times with AMP is very, very small in the cryptoverse. As mass adoption continues to take place, as we see these coins all hopefully continue on their way up during this bull market part two, we could see a lot of people investing in security and safety in this really industry. I do expect institutional as well as retail investors to understand the importance of mass adoption taking place and needing security and safety like AMP. So we're going to talk about what AMP is, what it does, the news regarding AMP, and then some information regarding the Amazon plan, that rumor that took place. We didn't cover it in full, and I want to go back and kind of little bit nitty-gritty details, talk about how that could be a potential thing in the near future. So first off, AMP is an Ethereum token that aims to collateralize payments on the Flexa network, making them instant and secure. If a BTC or ETH payment fails due to unconfirmed or long transaction times, the AMP collateral can instead be liquidated to cover losses, while the vendor receives payment in fiat, potentially providing greater assurances to both parties. So definitely a lot of a lot of value there involved with AMP, obviously providing value in the idea of kind of just having no concerns when sending, knowing that you could get your your losses covered is what they're going with here, liquidated to cover losses. So let's take a look, though, at the market as a whole. Like I said, 47K Bitcoin. We are now dropping below 47K into that 46 range that we actually saw earlier today. If you guys actually haven't taken a look yourselves, we actually dropped all the way down to $46,315. So that's obviously quite a dip, and then we pushed right back up to $47,400. So we are just having a very, very volatile morning. Hopefully it continues to be a good looking bull market, honestly, as we continue to push forward. I do want to talk about, like I said, Amazon, specifically talking with AMP. So this all did end up being just rumors. That's what Amazon actually went with, at least. So BitBoy Crypto, a popular YouTube cryptocurrency channel host, has speculated that Amazon could adopt AMP, a token from the payment processor Flexa. This rumor seems to originate from the fact that Flexa allows users to spend cryptocurrency at Whole Foods, a subsidiary of Amazon. BitBoy Crypto said, "We did a review on Flexa Network several weeks ago. The price was pumping. It was absolutely going through the moon. Maybe this Amazon news could have something to do with it. Flexa Network, AMP, I should say, maybe that's what they're going to use to really accept digital payments in the future of Amazon. However, this theory is unlikely for at least two reasons. First, Flexa simply offers a widely used payments app that converts crypto payments to cash, making it unlikely that Amazon is interested in Flexa. Furthermore, Flexa supports coins other than AMP, meaning that this theory is full of spurious connections. So we have to keep that, kind of involved here. We have to understand that AMP is probably not working with Amazon at this current point in time. However, do we see a connection that could be possible? Obviously, like I said, with the Whole Foods connection there's definitely a possibility, being a subsidiary of Amazon, that could actually take place. But we have why Amazon will probably adopt cryptocurrency, which is better for the whole of crypto, obviously, specifically for AMP as well, because like I said, mass adoption taking place will furthermore help AMP obviously move up as well. So despite Amazon's denial that it has definite cryptocurrency plans, the company will likely become more deeply involved with the blockchain in the future. Amazon's new CEO, Andy Jassy, previously headed Amazon Web Services, AWS, and headed non-monetary blockchain efforts like Amazon Managed Blockchain. Furthermore, other big tech companies have set precedent when it comes to cryptocurrency. Obviously, PayPal has increased support for cryptocurrency over the past several months. Facebook is planning its DM digital currency. MasterCard and Visa are also planning to handle cryptocurrency payments in different ways. So you have to expect, Amazon over a matter of time until we see some kind of crypto acceptance being had. Obviously, like we said, we had actually a job. I think there was a job opening for actually something related to blockchain payments or cryptocurrency in general. So definitely good to see Amazon jumping on board. And the big thing to note with this, so it's not going to be the way that a lot of people were expecting AMP to be involved, but you have to realize with mass adoption comes really that need or necessity for this safety and security that AMP provides. So I think in reality, Amazon is going to help AMP push for the moon, but just kind of a different way to look at the entire mess that was kind of, like I said, all from BitBoy Crypto and his thoughts and theories going on. So I do want to talk a little bit more about AMP though altogether, because like I said, AMP is definitely a coin worth looking into. I want to talk about price predictions for the end of the year, the end of the bull market part 2. But the first thing I want to say is, guys, this is definitely a coin that has a lot of potential behind it because of the value that really is kind of given based on, like I said, that safety and security factor. So AMP helps you decentralize risk for your users with smart contract features, purpose-built for collateral, nothing more, nothing less. So they talk about collateral as a service, extensible and open source, as well as non-inflationary and asset agnostic. So I do want to jump, though, back into, like I said, that price chart that we were looking at earlier. In the last 24 hours, we're very, very barely up 0.16%. Do remember this will probably change very, very quickly as this left side will obviously start to rise, and the right side hopefully will at least remain the same, but we could see a decrease in the right side as well. So obviously a decrease is coming in the next 24 hours. So when you guys take a look, I guess yourselves, one thing to note is with AMP, the way that it's kind of currently moving, I do expect we are going to see some good prices by the end of the year still. Like I said, I think we are on this bull market part 2 run. And if we are on this bull market part 2 run, mass adoption is coming. We are going to see 60, 70, 75, 80, even maybe 90K Bitcoin yet again. AMP, obviously, with that information is going to continue to move up as well. I think, one big thing to note is AMP by the end of the year could easily be pushing back to its previous all-time high of 12 cents. I think it's going to be actually much more than that. Realistically, conservatively speaking, I think by the end of the year, we could easily be seeing 20 to 25 cents on AMP. By the end of the bull market part 2, I'm really kind of excited about the end of the bull market part 2 because I'm excited to see some of those prices that a lot of these coins we didn't expect them to actually get to, or maybe we even get disappointed. Obviously, definitely a possibility as well. That's why I always try to stay on the realistic, reasonable side of things, and that's why I'm going to go with a price prediction of about 50 cents by the end of the bull market part 2. That would be almost, a 9x from this current price. So really, really, looking through, where AMP is right now, that would be a absolutely amazing profit for a lot of holders. I think it's definitely, like I said, within range and within reason. So I will say, guys, if you have not already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on to stay up to date with, obviously, crypto. A lot going kind of wrong today in the crypto space, so there's not too much to talk about when it comes to coins doing exceedingly well. Solana's doing pretty well, but that's pretty much it. If you look in the gainer section, not many coins doing, very, very well. AMP on the kind of the bottom side of it. Anchor is kind of in the middle. Maybe we'll make a video about Anchor, maybe Solana. But for the most part, the market's kind of struggling today. You're going to need some pullbacks like this. That's going to be healthy resistance if we want to continue to push up, though. So I'm all for it. I think, realistically, it's going to give us better price points as well. So if we want a dollar cost average in, it's a great time to do so. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Like I said, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on. As well, guys, I do have a Patreon for 100K subscribers that we just hit on this channel. A Patreon down in the description below. It'll actually give you guys access to market updates as well as pre-sales, ICOs, and really those low market cap coins that give you guys that opportunity to really see some of those coins that I'm investing in as well. So thanks again, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.